Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to CatSCAN News. I feel stupid. I was just recording this, but I didn't realize until too late that I had not put it into streaming mode, so you guys weren't seeing the information, the news stories and stuff I was showing, which means I am now recording this for the second time. Yeah. This is me pretending to be okay, with me not paying attention. So let's try this again. And now let's get to, let me switch to streaming. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, you can see me. First off, the trivia. The vacuum cleaner. There's kind of a long history about this. I will not go into as much as I did last time because, oh my god, I feel stupid. But yeah, because I went so much. The first, let's see. Yeah, the first idea of an early vacuum was invented by Daniel Huss of West Union, Iowa in 1860. And you see it keeps going on about how other people made them, and then those are manual. Excuse me, acid reflux. The powered vacuum cleaners there were two that were invented independently of each other. One in England by Hubert Cecil Booth, and here in America by David T. Kenny. And they were huge. Think about like how huge old computers were, the first computers, how big they were. Kind of that similar scale to what we have now. And then you go see, like, where was it? Alright, passing by, no. And then wait, no, I passed it. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh, here, yeah. Also, in 1876, the Melville R. Bissell, Michigan, if you know the name Bissell, yes, they came up with similar manual vacuum cleaner, and Bissell is still around. And then you scroll down here, and we have the first portable electric vacuum cleaner, invented in 1907 by a department store janitor, James Murray Spangler, who sold the patent to William Henry Hoover. Hoover is still around. Oh, and there's something about Horace Kirby. Okay, yes. There was also, in 1906, James P. Kirby invented the vacuum too, and a factory in Cleveland, Ohio was built in 1916 and remains open currently. So yeah, they're still around. And then of course you scroll down, different kinds of vacuums they go through. See, the Electrolux Trilobite was the first mass-produced robotic vacuum cleaner. I found a Trilobite fossil once when I lived in Mount Shasta. I wish I knew what happened to it. Last I remember having it was when we lived near Sacramento in the mid-90s. I really wish I still had it. Yeah, and the ones I found, the trilobites were small though. They were like, let me look at my picture again. Yeah, they were kind of, the trilobites, I guess, the size of my nose, here, my cat model, that's small. They weren't big at all. But they were trilobites. I saw them. I had them. Anyways, that's the trivia. And now we're gonna get straight into current events with the internet drama going on with Celestium, which during the stream yesterday, if you remember, I was scrolling, and let me scroll down to do it now. Wait, all the way down here. Wait, no, okay. No, it was sooner. Okay, oh. Well, where was her first post? Did I miss it? Am I... Is it further down here, maybe? I think it was this far down. Okay, or maybe it's just been reposted so much. Okay. Yeah, this is... yeah, but this... Yeah, this was the original post, and I came across it yesterday while I was doing my live stream news, and I was shocked, but just went on by, and it's blown up even more. Yeah, you saw Ember talks about it. Yeah, she does it. And oh, this person, see, this one, alright, let's go over here. There is more drama about that guy. Let's go. First, let me go over here. So, we go over here. This person, you see, this is the kind of stuff they've been saying about Celestium. Apparently, for weeks, actually, I think it might be months, they have been making nasty posts about Celestium. And then you see, say, oops, blah, blah, blah. And then Alara comes out like, yeah, no, thank you. Don't do that. Okay, oh, I just know she's spelling force wrong, but oh well. We know what she meant. Yeah, that's supposed to be an S. Yeah. Well, actually, this way it could be confused where she was say enforce or endorse. But either way, it's spelled wrong. But we know that she's saying, I don't condone this behavior. Shut up. Even though I have seen Alara say a bunch of nasty stuff too. In this case, she's like, yeah, no. Back off, buddy. I don't want anything to do with you. And then it gets thing. Let's see. Let's go to Embers. Over here. There is talks that basically this is that person who was threatening Celestium going into hiding. And I want to read all this stuff. And oh, I will make a new. Okay, yes, I'm gonna make a new. They're trying to hide and not make it come out for trying to destroy the proof of them threatening people. Blah blah blah. They are the ones. Yes, see, yeah. The scene is Celestium is still after. Yeah, no. This other stuff they've said, and they've been yeah, and I haven't seen any proof she said anything against Alara, so oh, this is other stuff. Okay, this isn't about yeah, that but yeah, they're just going on about yeah. What's really funny is they claim they're trying to support Alara, and Alara's like, dude, you're not go away. I don't want anything to do with you. Which could be performative, I don't know, but oh, and let's see, where's the let's go down to show the news. Okay, no. But see, where's the main closes out? If I go to let's go to home. I just want to check to see what it says the news things are. Mangoes or tangerines? Why? Let's go up here, see if there's any more news about what's going on. Oh. Oh yeah, I saw this last time. Mortgage joint. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Here. This is Celestium. She's talking about Celestium here. Yeah, I might talk about that this tomorrow too during my entertainment thing, because there are a lot of portrayals in media that aren't healthy. See, yeah, like this. Yes. Looky little kitties. Anyway, yeah. Oh, and like I said, they take a new account that's been taken care of too. Yeah, evasion ban. I mean, banning evasion. Yeah, I'm trying to say it right. Yeah, trying to find ways around being. Look at that cute little kitty. If you've been banned, trying to create new accounts to still do nasty stuff, not really looked upon kindly by the people of the platform moderators, administrators, and stuff. They don't like that. Okay, it's just repeating now. Yes, it is Mario Day. I remember. Okay, like when you finally get to World 8, everyone else remember those big jumps you had to make? Yeah, you see here. Yes, you have a nice space to jump. The jumps you had to make in that were worse. See. Yeah, because you had like. And if you get fireworks, you have to time your jump right to get fireworks. It's based on the last number of the time when you jumped on the flag. Yes. Yeah, I'm liking all the kitten pictures because I try and cultivate. Oh, rested cats. Cultivate my feed to be happy stuff. Anyways, news. Well, gonna weather because I saw. Yeah, I was watching about halfway through this. This is about weather in my area today. Things that might happen tonight.
Alrighty, weather impact alert. Not for today, but important to note if you have outdoor plans
Yeah, it was
tomorrow evening.
They filmed this
and
yesterday.
it is going to go all the way through early morning, even some of it at night. Yes, we're going to have active weather once again in the form of thunderstorms, potentially multiple rounds for some folks. So just keeping your rain gear handy on Wednesday morning and Tuesday night, depending on where you're at. Yes, there's going to be an isolated flooding risk as storms start to do what we call training. Also, there's a low end threat for severe weather. It is that time of year after all. Looking out over Temple right now, you feel the humid air when you step out, but it's not so bad when it's humid at only 70, 72 degrees. It feels pretty good in my opinion, but you could see, I mentioned it's humid, 87%. That's very, very high. Humidity in all levels of the atmosphere with the rain chances coming. Again, it's not for today. Today is calm and quiet. Other than maybe a couple of stray sprinkles in our eastern counties, we're going to stay mostly cloudy skies through the afternoon hours, which is basically going to prevent a lot of daytime heating. Right now, winds are out of the south, breezy at times at like 15 miles an hour, and we are going to stay in the 70s throughout the afternoon hours because the sun isn't really going to pop out too much on this Monday afternoon. Overall, pretty nice. Right now, again, that weather impact alert and the storm chance is not for today, it's for tomorrow. High temperatures this afternoon. We're going to jump up, some of us, into the 80s. It is going to remain feeling kind of heavy in terms of our air this afternoon. Overnight lows. Why so high? It is only the front half of March still. because it is going to be humid, patches of fog possible, and maybe pockets of drizzle as we wake up on Tuesday morning. Again, the storm threat is not going to be until the back half of the day. For a lot of folks, not until the late night hours once the sun is down. Likely we have a stray isolated storm or two in the afternoon hours at most. We have what we call it a cap on the atmosphere, like a ball cap. And unless it's lifted, which is basically mechanisms coming together to allow for storms to be able to form, we will have nothing in the afternoon hours. If it lifts, we're not going to have a very long time frame to let you know, hey, storms are rolling in from the west. The cap was able to lift. We're going to see a couple of isolated stray storms in our western counties trying to move east. If it doesn't lift, we're not going to see anything until the late night hours. Likely we have a line of storms approaching our western counties right after the sun goes down. Going to peak I-35 corridor late night. I'm talking like 12 to 2 a.m. on Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning, and some lingering storms early on Wednesday morning before things clear out. So let's look at models here. Again, rest of today, East Texas could see a stray thunderstorm. The great majority of us just remaining cloudy and humid. We wake up around 70 degrees, lingering in the 70s and low 80s for Tuesday afternoon. A stray afternoon storm is possible. Again, that's going to be dependent on, it is a conditional threat on the cap lifting. But we do know, and all guidance is now telling us, storms coming in from the west late tomorrow night. Yes, there's a low end severe threat. Primary threats are going to be straight line winds and hail, a very, very low tornadic threat tomorrow evening. Storms are moving through. This is our flooding threat here as they do become linear and approach I-35 something like 2 a.m. and then move out in the morning hours. You can see east of I-35 by probably mid-morning on Wednesday. So again, this is a back half of Tuesday, front half of Wednesday threat. Yes, there is a low end threat for severe thunderstorms, low end tornadic threat. For the most part, a lot of us are going to rack up a little bit more rainfall. But again, it's a night situation. So for a lot of us, it's already dark. A lot of us are asleep. Yes, there can be tags to these that could be severe thunderstorm warnings. Our team is not going to allow for any lulls. We're going to be here, at least two of us, as the storms roll through and clear out again on Wednesday morning. That's potentially what radar does look like. Few folks are likely to get between 1 inch and 2 inches. I think it's going to be widespread, more like a half to an inch of rain. Again, if storms start to follow one another and train Tuesday night, especially overnight into Wednesday morning, that is the best threat for flooding. But all hazards possible, meaning wide scenario of things could happen. We're going to continue to refresh these high resolution models. And again, our weather team's going to be here. If you don't have 6 Plus, download it. It's free on your TV. We will also be posting on Facebook, asking you what's going on in your neck of the woods and things of that nature. So we're going to cover this system as it rolls through and clears out front half of Wednesday. Beyond that, ooh, Lindsay, look at those 80s and the sun coming out.
I know, that looks like a picture perfect weekend.
What happens when real patients move curing hepatitis C from their to-do list to their
Okay, now let's check. Today, this was an hour ago. Let's see what the current thing is. I'll have my Twitter.
Weather impact alert. Why? We could not only see some good old-fashioned rainfall, isolated pockets of flash flooding are going to be possible. Some of it in the overnight hours, and some of it lasting through tomorrow. So today and tomorrow, weather impact alert. Also, because we could see some strong to severe thunderstorms. Right now, it's pretty calm and quiet. You can see some very light rain has been falling, Temple surrounding areas, most of our viewing area.
Show me the map.
Like I said, it's been light though thus far, either drizzle and or very light rain, just barely hitting the ground. Not much in terms of accumulations yet, and not seeing the thunderstorm activity quite yet. Right now, it's cloudy skies, extremely humid. You feel that immediately when you step out. It is 71 degrees, most of us between about 70 and 75 ahead of the noon hour. We're going to linger in the 70s through this afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies, but I want to point something out here on radar. I mentioned in pockets here and there. It's lesser and lesser so than what we were seeing earlier this morning, but we are still seeing more rainfall than what the models had initially pulled in. That's good news because it's inhibiting storms from getting the growth that they need, the energy that they need to create the strongest severe thunderstorms. However, I want to point out right here, you see this line I'm drawing. This is cloud cover, most of our viewing area. There is a clearing line going from west to east. When that happens, the sun comes out and the energy, all of a sudden, the atmosphere is primed for those thunderstorms to start to pop up. There is also a dry line set up. If you've been in Central Texas like I have for a long time, you know what that means. We see it oftentimes in spring. So it is humid, the sun comes out, and boom, we get that energy into this afternoon and evening for storms to form and march from west to east into our counties. So right now, again, just to, I want to stress that the threat isn't for right now. You step outside, it looks like it's about to rain. For some folks, very light rain is falling, but the strongest severe thunderstorms aren't going to come until at least this afternoon. I'm talking 3, 4 o'clock, maybe a couple of isolated thunderstorms starting to pop up in our western counties heading east. The more potent shot of straight up rainfall and potentially strong thunderstorms, a little bit low of a severe threat, but a higher guarantee you're going to see rain at your house is going to come overnight tonight late while a lot of us are asleep. Enhanced risk, so the orange shaded counties further west that you go in our viewing area, and especially northwest, highest risk to see the severe thunderstorms, and the greatest likelihood for that to happen would be this afternoon and or this evening when we're closer to peak daytime heating and the initial batch of rain and thunderstorms. Any thunderstorms that roll through after this initial hit that we get, the severe threat starts to go down. It's like it takes the energy out of the atmosphere. So you can see many of our counties, including Bell, McLennan, and our central populated areas are more of a slight risk. And then the further east that you go, you just probably aren't going to see it quite yet because it's coming in from the west. More of a threat for tomorrow. Potentially, thunderstorms are lifting what we call a cap on the atmosphere this afternoon, and we're starting to see scattered thunderstorm activity. This model is pulling that in. So it's yet to be told, because the other one is not pulling this in, if this verifies. I'm going to go somewhere in the middle and say I think isolated thunderstorms going to be possible. All hazards of severe weather could pop up this afternoon. It's more of a guarantee that we're seeing in linear fashion coming in from the west in the late night hours tonight. Say 10 p.m. for our western counties, more like 12 to 2 for our central counties, east of I-35. It's going to be more of a Wednesday early morning thing. And then we can have a lingering convection, and this could reinforce a little bit of flash flooding, basically the front half of tomorrow. More thunderstorms can form along a frontal boundary through tomorrow afternoon, finally ending by tomorrow evening. So that is one change that we are seeing on models now in agreement that we are going to see some back building and some more convection through tomorrow afternoon. So good chances for some soaking rain. Again, isolated thunderstorms popping up as early as late afternoon today. Scattered thunderstorms and quite a bit of rainfall potentially in the overnight hours, starting to clear out tomorrow morning, but some lingering isolated thunderstorms will be possible all the way through tomorrow afternoon, definitely favoring the Brazos Valley in our eastern counties. This is tomorrow's SPC map showing the threat is going to shift towards our eastern counties for tomorrow. So some of us are going to get over an inch of rain. A couple of lucky folks could get closer to 3 inches. I think it's going to be widespread, right under an inch or so on average. Just depends where those cells end up setting up. If you don't have 6 Plus on your TV, it's free. We are streaming radar on our website as well. We'll be doing Facebook updates. We also want to see your photos. Weather impact alert, again, not going to end. We've now stretched it into the PM hours of tomorrow. After that, though, the sun's going to come back out. We're going to get quite warm just in time for the weekend.
Yeah, that is good timing. All right, Whitney, thank you.
Okay, so that's that. And oh yeah, if you remember, I covered this, the Reddit mod guy calling Congress for transcripts. I covered that yesterday in my stream too, and it was so funny because I just jumped to where he's actually asking for Congress, because I know what brought him to that point, all the stuff. I didn't want to go through it again. I didn't want to listen to him, so I just skipped ahead to this part here where he's actually trying to call Congress. And then later on yesterday, when I rejoined Ember's stream after dinner, they were at that point. They were just, and I'm like, yeah, I can't get away. Why does this guy have to be? It's just some people are trying to avoid. Oh yes, and yeah, Ember was reacting to Charlie Moist Critical giving an update on the Trump phone thing. He still pretty much got the same answers he got last time. The same more news and yeah. Oh, true crime. Okay. Well, this is about New York. I'll have to go into that later because there's a bunch of things I want to do. And see, there's Celestium talking about him. And yeah, I'm just tired of all this stupid nonsense. Anyways, let me switch back to my main thing. You can see me. Yay! I'm full screen again. Yeah, I don't get out much by choice. I don't get out much by choice. So, oh yeah, the true crime from yesterday, the toilet paper, the thing in Georgia where the students were TPing, the high school students were TPing the teacher's house, and he died because he went outside, slipped on, because it had been raining recently, so the ground was wet, thing was wet, and he slipped and fell, and the students accidentally hit him. They drove over him. And got a little bit more information because the way the article I saw about it didn't make sense to me because it says, oh, the teacher was so loved and stuff, and there's this prank. They TP'd his house, which, okay, that in and of itself, that's old school pranking, by the way. But they, they say it's so loved, but then when the article says he came out on the porch to confront them, and they got in their cars and tried to flee, and that's when it happened. And that didn't make sense to me because A, if he's so low, why are they trying to flee? And B, what is the layout? Like, I am picturing he would have to walk through his yard, I mean, his lawn, to get to the road, to get to the street, for it to be ran over. And if the kids were fleeing as soon as they saw him, like, the timing did not make sense to me. And still don't have answers on that, but the confronting, yeah, it was bad language on the writer of that article had bad choice of words. There, yeah, I heard it from someone who said they were local to where this happened in Georgia, and there, see, the prank thing, there are actually points. It's a long-standing thing, and if you do the prank and get away without being caught, you get points. If you get caught by the teacher, you lose points. So the students weren't really trying to flee like they make it sound. They were just trying to keep points. That's it. They weren't scared of the teacher or nothing. So that was just bad writing on the article's part. I just want to clarify that. Again, this is still secondhand information, but I just want to relay there is more context being given. And either way, the poor teacher is still dead, and I kind of hope his wife didn't see it. I don't know if she would have seen him after it happened, but yeah, she probably would have rushed out, try and help him too. I don't know, but yeah. It's just a tragic situation all around. And on that note, I will see you guys later, and I should do a palette cleanser after that. Maybe I should. Well, I have to switch to, let me see, what's in the kitty? Food! We can watch something food related. I'll make this video longer than I want, but I don't care. Let me find a food video. Ellen's Kitchen. Let's see, where's a short one? The one that's not too long. Oh, crap. I'm gonna lose the thing again. I forgot I was playing my game and I'm doing a time contest right now. I probably just lost because I forgot about it. Do that too while I'm doing the food. Let's see. What, only 8 minutes. Short. Do you not have like a, let's see, okay. Where is some, oh, this one's only 4 minutes, okay. Oh, members only. Hmm. Okay, let's go public. Oh, what are they? Have they made, oh, they've been making most of their videos public now? Oh my, what? They're making most of your videos public now? Okay. Uh. Okay. Let's just see. Something to cheer us up. But let's just go back to, let me just see if I'm on Twitter. Do a quick palette cleanser. Come on, do it up. Okay, no, I don't. Okay, we'll do this. Just get over here and switch back to streaming. Radio palette cleanser. Let's get over here. Look at this little guy. Nice, cute, multicolored guy. Oh, gal. Excuse me. She. She's a. Yeah. Look at her. Oh. She's demanding something. Something needs computer. Look at you. Are cute? Oh. Oh, yeah, they see something outside so important. I'm seeing what it is. Look at that. No, they're mad. They are mad. But they're still cute. And look, yes. Happy kitty. Happy loved kitty. Happy potentially confused kitty, maybe? Oh, I this might be AI, but I have seen cats with instant markings before, so yeah. Anyways, let's switch back now to mainstream. There, I hope that was a good palette cleanser for you all. So yes, now we will really go this time. Ugh, get rid of this blue line. I still need to figure out how to. Well, AI does not want to cooperate making the right video, and I will have to work on that to do like a credits thing, a news credit thing. And take care, everyone. I will see you guys later.